What time is it? Yeah. Your mother. I don't know why this is becoming an important part of the show for me. I don't know why. 4:17. All right, we get it. You wake up early, buddy. Come on. Testing. All right, there we go. Da 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 da. Yeah. I'm working out now. It's always that. Lately, now that I'm getting older, I'm so against working out. I think it's ridiculous. I think anybody that spends a moment of their time lifting something up that's heavy. Listen, when I was younger, you got to understand something. As you get older, your ability to recover goes right into the toilet. And once you start working out, oh my God, it takes me like 4 days to recover from a workout now. I used to be able to work out every single day of the week. And back then, listen, you guys don't understand the resources you have now as far as like YouTube. I mean, you want to work out now, you could basically train yourself like an Olympic athlete. Okay? It wasn't like that back in the day. You had Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. Oh my God, what a book. What a book. You'd open it up, you'd see guys like Franco Columbo, Lou Ferrigno, Tom Platz, the Golden Eagle, Dave Draper. Oh my God, classic guys. Boya Ko, Casey Viator. Like, I used to love Casey Viator because he had these huge goddamn forearms. I don't know what it was about forearms. I tell you what it is. I remember seeing a plumber once. This is ridiculous. I remember I saw a plumber once and he was holding a bucket of water. He's like coming out of somewhere, he just drained something and whatnot. And he had a bucket of water, he was going to go throw it outside. This guy had no physique to speak of. Big beer belly. He was like a big man, but he was holding this bucket. He had these huge forearms with like these veins blasting down. Oh my God, I was like, that's what I want to be. I didn't care about anything else but forearms. I said, if I got big forearms in life, that's all I need. And if you think about it, it's the only muscle that's exposed all the time. So that's it. So that's what we would, and you know something, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding was such a ruse. I mean, you were doing the workout routine of like Olympic steroid champions. These guys are juiced to the gills. Yeah, okay. Well, I remember Arnold used to tell stories about how he used to go into the forests of Austria with his friends, and they would carry the weights into the woods, and they would bring a keg of beer and drink beer and do squats all day long. Try doing squats all day long. All right? Then come talk to me a week later. You probably won't be able to talk for a week. I remember one time, I was just getting into working out. I had my Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. That's all you needed. And I'm I'm in the mall with Phil and we're walking past GNC. I said, oh, let me go in there. We're going in there, we're looking around, and I thought to myself, maybe I need some protein. I got to get some protein. The idea of having a protein shake, it's all over. You see it on TV. Everybody's advertising, oh, high in protein, high in protein. Back then, to have a protein shake was like, it was an oddball thing. If you had it in the cabinet of your house, I mean, what is this protein shake? So I went in there and I'm saying, maybe I need some protein. That's what I need. So naturally, I have no money. Like the same story with my entire life. And I wind up getting this soy protein because it was the cheapest one. It was $9.99 for a container. For a container, probably from here to here, about this big. So Phil goes, yeah, I'll get one too. So we both buy this soy protein. That night, I make myself, a soy protein shake, and it was disgusting. It literally tasted like I was drinking liquid cardboard. And the next day, I go over Phil's house. I'm like, Phil, how was that? How was you tried your protein shake? He goes, yeah, it was delicious. I'm thinking to myself, what? He goes, yeah, I put it in a blender with ice cream. I put chocolate syrup in there. I was like, I think you're missing the point, buddy. So it's getting right around February and March. This is when it starts to happen. People, all the women start first. My wife, I got to start exercising. We got to get ready for the summer. And for some reason with women, it's like contagious. It's running through the whole family. Now everybody's on a diet. Everybody's going to the gym. Everybody's doing hot yoga. It's like, come on. I swear to Christ, I yearn for the day. I mean, anybody remember the bowling alley? Oh my God. I used to work with a guy. He retired from Cablevision. And he used to work part-time. Then he would go to the bowling alley. He'd drink 12 beers. He'd have a chicken club sandwich. This was every day. He'd have a chicken club sandwich. And then polish off another 12 beers. And on top of that, probably smoke close to 2.5 packs a day. I mean, you used to go to the bowling alley. Listen, you would see smoking athletes. That's something that you don't see anymore. People used to be smoking athletes. We're talking about 3 packs a day. No exaggeration. Wasn't it Frank Sinatra that said, I never met a singer worth a damn that didn't smoke 3 packs a day? But didn't he say that? Or maybe it was a pack a day. I don't know. You used to have people that was... Whatever happened to the bowling alley? It used to be such an institution. And they would bowl some incredible games. And then you would go into the bowling alley bar, right? And there would be like the bowling alley bartender. The woman that's, it was like, her name might as well have been Mrs. Shattered Dreams. And she was sitting there, and it was like a scratch-off ticket. Like she'd be standing next to a pile of scratch-off tickets. She'd have the cigarette in her mouth with the ash about this long. But it wouldn't fall off. The ash hanging off like this. missed the bowling alley. I remember my friend. I don't want to. I don't want to say who it was, but I remember we went to the bowling alley. We went to the bowling alley, and his girlfriend at the time went to go find a ball, and she wound up. Somebody took a shit inside the bowl. Let me tell you something right now. I wish I could find this guy because that was one of the most funny things I've ever heard of in my life. I don't know, what did he do? Did he take a shit on the floor or did he take a shit in a bowl and then take the shit and smear it inside one of the holes? I mean, you can't take a shit inside the hole, can you? Or did he take a shit inside the hole and then clean off the rest of the bowl so you couldn't tell? Anyway, she stuck a finger in the bowl and... Oh, for Christ's sake. What a horrifying experience. Oh, my God. Sticking your hole in there. Sticking your finger in there. What am I saying? I don't know, guys. Listen, I am at a complete loss. I woke up this morning. I said, am I going to do this show? I don't know. Yeah. This is from the only friend I have in the world right now. That's because, I don't know, for some reason when you get married and you have an insidious wife, all your friends disappear. Yeah, I used to have a lot of buddies, but now, I got this guy. And he lives all the way out in, New Mexico? He's out in New Mexico. Anyhow. Did I get that right? L.A. I'm sorry. L.A., which is Louisiana, right? All right. Yeah, this is my friend Trevor. We talk all the time. We text each other. He's my new buddy. Great guy. But he's always sending me. He always wants to send me stuff. The guy's got heart of gold. And we were talking the other day, and I'm like, Trevor, I don't want to abuse our friendship. I really like talking to the guy. He's a fun guy. ToploadedGaming, by the way. That's his gaming channel. But he insists on sending stuff over, so, I'm going to eventually repay the favor. I told him once the garage sale seasons pick up, he's got dibs on whatever I grab. That we don't need, so. I don't know. I like Trevor a lot. That's about it. He sent me a package. Wow, this is some packing job, buddy. All right. Oh, wow. He said this game would probably mean something to me, and it does. But here's wow, look at this. Here we go. It's Tailspin. For the Sega Genesis. To be honest with you, I didn't even realize it was out on the Sega Genesis. Wow, here was a show where I used to watch Tailspin every day after school. Remember, you had certain shows that you would watch every day after school. My buddy Steve used to watch the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers after school every day. He used to pour a bowl of cereal in like a pot that you would boil water in. He used to pour it in a metal pot. I remember going over there. You know, Steve, he was an animal. But he used to eat his cereal out of a metal pot with a wooden spoon. Big bowl of cereal and watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I mean, guys, that's living. So here we go. Now here's the reason why Tailspin was exciting for me. Because this is right around the time I had my TurboGrafx 16, and it was all the rage for, you know, Disney and cartoon franchises to be putting out, you know, video games. I mean, hell, you had like Aladdin. I shouldn't say that because that. You know, I had like Mickey Mouse. I don't know, like cartoons were being translated onto video games. You had Mickey Mouse on Sega Genesis. I mean, you name it. Because I'm not naming it. I'm getting all foggy about it. But you had all these cartoon translations going on. And I remember when the TurboGrafx got Tailspin. Tailspin and Darkwing Duck. Wow, how exciting. We were getting these licensed cartoons. Listen, because basically everybody wanted to see like a moving cartoon in video games. Video games were heading in that direction. The 16-bit era was getting so exciting because you could have, you know, wonderful animations that look like you wanted to see real life. Back then you wanted to see, now nobody wants to see real life anymore, at least retro gamers. You know, you don't want to see the most real graphics. Now you want to go back to 2D pixelated graphics. But back in the 16-bit era, we wanted to see the graphics get as real as possible. But we only had the capabilities to have 2D pixelated graphics. Very strange. Very strange. But Tailspin on the TurboGrafx 16 was a beautiful, beautiful game. Not the best game ever made, but visually it looks stunning. And so did Darkwing Duck, but we all know about Darkwing Duck. So wow, Trevor, wow, that brings back memories. They got Baloo there, right? I don't know. You know, cartoons back then used to have a bit of a story. I don't know. I watch cartoons now, and it's just, I don't know. It's just so mindless. It's just so mindless. I don't know how to describe it. I watch like Paw Patrol, and Peppa Pig's all right. I mean, I could tolerate it. I think because the English make it, so there's a bit, maybe a bit of wit to it. But I mean, some of these cartoons, I mean, they make you vomit. I feel bad. I feel bad for young dads because they got to put up with the cartoons. These cartoons, and it's bing, bang, boom, zoom. I mean, I guess it was like that, you know, with cartoons back in our day. They were loud like that. But I mean, cartoons had a story, like the Flintstones. You know, Fred and Barney would call in sick. They go out to the baseball game. They'd get caught, or they'd go out bowling. And then Fred would bowl some killer game, and it would end up on the news, and then they'd get caught by Mr. Slate. All right. All right. In other news, thank you, Trevor. Very cool. Very cool. Look, they don't say, it must be an earlier game, and they don't say how many megs, right? Come on, Disney. How many megs? All right. And as far as Nintendo stuff is concerned, I'm trying. It's hard to come by. I don't know what to tell you. I'm fighting. I'm fighting every day looking for stuff, but it's got to get a little warmer around here. Anyhow, Ever since I said I had these 3 shooters downstairs that I was playing in rotation, people were very curious to know what the other shooters were. Well, here's one of them. And it's, what a name, Formation Armed F. Oh, this is one of those. This is one of those chip games that you kind of need to fill in your shooter collection if you have a shooter collection or whatnot. And let me tell you something right now. Armed F, I started playing it and I absolutely loved it. Overhead vertical scrolling shooter. With earlier style graphics. If I was to explain it, I would explain it as a transition from 8-bit to 16-bit. Like inside that transition, I mean, you could be talking about any system. If you're going from Nintendo to Genesis, this game, the graphically is right in between. And I enjoy the music in the game. It's a very simplistic shooter, so it'll appear to guys like, I don't know, that I guess are into an 8-bit shooter. A very simplistic game, but the power-ups are great. You have these 2 side options that you get. They're relatively easy to get. You get them both at the same time. And then you're able to project them in front of the ship or behind the ship to give you almost like this radius around you of protection or firepower. And some of them shoot off to the side, some of them shoot missiles up. The sad part about this game is it's infuriatingly hard. I remember I was playing this game for like 2 weeks. I couldn't get off the second board. I couldn't get off the second board. And it became so frustrating. I said, how could this game be this hard? It started making me question my own ability to accomplish anything in a difficult shooter. And I got so mad that I hopped online. I looked up a cheat code. I found the invincibility code, and I rode right through the whole game. I destroyed the game for myself. I don't know why I did it. It was like a domination thing. If I was like trying to dominate the game, this is ridiculous. I understand that, but that's how I felt about it. I got so mad at the game. I'm like, I lost my temper. I did, and I just barreled through the game. And as I was playing, I was like, you know what? I really don't like this level. And I said, if I had to put in this much work to get to this 5th level, I said, I'm not impressed. It got me mad as I was going through the game. I said, you know how hard it would be? The game has like 8 or 9 levels. It might have like 8 or 9 levels. And then the later levels, they're underwhelming. And I said, man, the work I would have had to put in to get here. And for what? To get this? I don't know. And then the ending was like just like a ship pass. I don't want to spoil it for you. Boy, what a jerk, huh? Anyhow, I just didn't... I enjoyed it at first, and then it turned into a horrible experience. That's it. We're done here. Guys, I'm Bidhead1000. You just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time.